Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Brian. I'm an English antique dealer living in Normandy in France, and we are just going to show you a few of the things that we've picked up on our travels this week. And we're starting this week with this beautiful little pair of jewellery caskets, jewellery boxes. First one here, this is a late 19th century box with a lovely thick beveled lid. You see the beveled glass there, Tracy? Mm-hmm. And it's got a little silk liner inside and
quilted silk liner.
Quilted silk liner. This work here is repoussé work, where the pattern has been formed from pushing from the inside out, and it's got a lovely little click still to it. In very good condition. Now, are you seeing the decoration around here? You getting that?
Yep.
It's like your favourite little cherubs on there, I think. Little interesting classical scenes, I suppose you would say. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely little ball feet, all intact. It's hard to find these in good condition these days. Often the feet are missing or they're generally mangled up, but this one's actually in really good order. You've given it a good clean, haven't you, Tracy? You cleaned it individually, these little...
With a little brush. You can get the dust up from that with a brush and a little bit of glass cleaner on it.
Done a good job.
Cleans it up nicely.
Beautiful little jewellery box. Can be used for rings. You say people use them for wedding rings?
Yeah, some people use them for weddings to
present the rings.
To present the rings, which is a really nice idea actually. And then you can use the box afterwards.
Yeah.
So quite nice. You can keep also little keepsakes, special things.
Charming. Right, next we have this round box. This is, we think, a little bit later, probably the Edwardian period, that sort of Georgian revival period that you had in France and in England. You can see this lady in the centre there, little picture of a lady in 18th century style. If you come in, Tracy, you can see all this right close up to here. See all this lovely ribbon decoration. Very 18th century, isn't it? And the lady with the big hat. There's a little bit of damage here where the paint, or we think it's foil underneath.
It's foil, coloured foil, I think.
Has fallen away over time, slightly there. But yeah, another lovely box. It's got a sort of velvet lining, but in good order. Real quality piece this, isn't it?
It's nice, yeah.
It's quite heavy brass.
My favourite is the other one.
Yeah. If your favourite's this one.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't have it.
Yeah, it's nice. I do like the old ones on the little feet. The other one's very nice as well, though. They both very much are that French style.
Couldn't be more French, could they?
No, not really.
But
they're nice. But they're good for little keepsakes, special things, especially with a glass lid, because you can see what's inside. So it's a little bit special, really, that one.
Not to be pilfered.
No, but quite nice.
Yeah.
Put one on the Christmas list.
That should be going on the site immediately. Okay, next we have this really interesting old piece. This is an old religious wooden plaque, and we think this is really quite old. Quite an interesting piece. You can see here this carving that really has an aged feel to it. Now come in close on the face there, Tracy. See? You getting the face? Mm-hmm. It's really old, naively sort of carved, isn't it?
It's done quite well, though, considering the size of it.
Yeah, now,
They often did the heads, didn't they? I'm looking at the baby. The heads were... It's almost like they did small adults. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
It was quite popular, wasn't it? Well, It was the style of the time, I suppose. The children or babies, they just looked like mini adults almost. It was quite strange.
Yeah, we think this is St. Joseph holding baby Jesus. I did think at first it might be St. Christopher, but I think he holds a staff. And if you come close in on this, can you see really close? We think that is lilies, because the images we've seen of St. Joseph, he's holding a sort of staff of lilies. And that, I think, is what that's representing. I mean, at first, to be honest, I still had a really good look. I thought this was Madonna with child. because of the
Well, yeah, because it's
dress
it's a
there.
cloak over the head, isn't it?
Yeah, but on closer inspection, you think that is Joseph.
And often it's Mary that's depicted with the veil over her head, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's a fascinating thing. It's mounted
also-
onto. Go on.
Now that when you look at it,
Yeah.
that looks like under the baby.
Well, here.
Yeah, they're holding a handbag. And obviously it's not. It's obviously the robe of the child, and it's obviously a man. But now I've got that in my head that looks like a handbag. You know what it's like when you get something in your head, and it doesn't. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yes. It's not a handbag.
No, I know it's not. It's part of the.
Yeah,
It's
part
part
of the
of the robe
Yeah.
of the child. That's from.
Maybe didn't realise when they were doing this 300 years ago that it might look a bit like a handbag,
No, it's from watching those.
like a Chanel bag.
It's from
Maybe
watching the
didn't realise that at the time. You watch too much of that blooming
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, I've got to get off the cat
Yes, you have.
videos. I really must.
Yeah, beautiful old piece, very interesting. This is, you can see how sort of worn it is. I mean, I reckon this is
It's
probably,
got a nice sheen to the wood. Do you know what? That's almost like someone's given that a bit of love and cleaned that today, isn't it? With a nice natural
yeah,
bit of wood polish. Yes. I
done
wonder
very
who
well.
that could be.
Very well, dear. Done a damn good job on that.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Very
actually.
good.
It was pretty grimy, I've got to say.
It's probably been like that for 300 years. It's got a sort of shield-shaped plaque here on the back where, I think that this is later edition, I think. Someone's put it on to help mount it. Don't know.
I'm not sure. It's all hand cut, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. Anyway, there we go. A bit of religious decor. French decor, religious decor. A unique piece. You'll never find another piece like that.
well, it's
Unique,
all hand carved.
hand-carved, handmade. Really do
And
rate
maybe
that.
it's come out of I'll tell you where it could have come from. It could have come from a personal chapel, like in in the chateaus or the big houses.
Yeah, probably.
They have
It's probably a bit sort of...
like a small chapel.
Although I reckon it's probably up to 300 years old, but it's probably a bit sort of showy for a sort of farmhouse or cottage, isn't it? It's,
Oh yeah. I don't think it's not.
like you say, it's probably
Very
from
unlikely it would be a piece from that, I think, unless, of course, someone in the family was used to do that sort of thing. But I would have thought this
Good at
is more
carving handbags.
likely, more likely to have come from.
yeah, something like a small
private
chapel.
chapel.
Yeah. Really interesting old bit. Absolutely fabulous old piece. And just rare, really rare. Find something like that.
Yeah, we don't often come across them.
No. Okay, another wooden piece here. I love this piece. This is an old table.
It's a stool.
It's a table. Well, it's a table, isn't it? It's a stool shaped like a table.
Yes, it's a stool.
But yeah, look, it's so well done. All this carving, turning round here with this central... my brain's gone today. Stretcher. Central stretcher here, and really well carved. It's such a good model, I suppose, of a table.
This piece does actually need a clean.
Yes, you're slacking, dear. Really
Yeah,
are.
I haven't done it. I haven't had time
Really
to
are.
do them all yet.
Really slacking. It's got a pattern to the tabletop, but I think that's lovely. And what could you use that for? Use it in the kitchen?
You
to
could no,
put this
not in
on?
the kitchen. I wouldn't. I would use it. It's be nice for display
Yeah.
to put things on. So some people like putting dolls and teddy bear collections either on little stools or in little children's chairs, don't they? But I think you could display
Turning on that. Yeah.
other items on it because it's
I reckon that's 100 years old. I reckon that's about 1920s. It's got a little bit of wear here and there around some of the edges, but that's been well handled over the years. I think that's absolutely cracking. Great little piece. Missy has asked me if she can have it as a little dining table.
on the dining table.
Do you think?
What to
To
go
go-
with our handbag?
Yeah. Her at one end and Bob at the other.
Yeah, that's not going to work out, is it?
Romantic dinners.
I don't think they're at the point of sharing food.
romantic candlelit suppers for the cats. Maybe not. There we go. Beautiful little table stool. Okay, what have we next?
Painting.
The painting. My favourite thing to buy, I always say it, art. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Late 19th century. We're thinking judging by the clothing, about 1885.
1880s, maybe somewhere around there, I
1890.
think.
But such a beautiful work of art, this, isn't it? Come and have a good look
It's
at.
very good. It doesn't do it justice, unfortunately. Often the case with art, but
See, you're getting a good look
showing
at
it,
her face.
showing it
Yeah,
on camera
Beautiful.
just never really does them justice.
no, it's a lovely piece. So pleased with this. It's in really good condition, isn't it, for its age? It's probably 150 years old. I mean, often you get a lot of smoke damage on the paintings we find from open fires and smoking.
Or sometimes damp damage as well from being
Yeah,
in
but
an old sort
this-
of damp, well, not damp, but with a high moisture content in some of the old houses.
It's quite a high moisture content today. It's been raining
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
been raining.
We're supposed to go to a little antique fair at Agon, Coutonville, by the seaside today, not too far from here, but it got rained off. A bit unfortunate, but
Well, it may have gone on, but we didn't go.
yeah, it was just too wet, wasn't it?
It was a fair way to go in the rain.
Yeah. But there we are. Hasn't got a signature on this painting, but he's obviously by a very talented artist. It's really, really well done. On the back, aged canvas. It's got a letter, a number here. Often you get numbers on these old, really old canvases.
Probably the size, I would think.
It could be, yeah. That is a stunning little picture. Absolute cracker. Yeah.
Just needs a nice gilt frame.
Yeah, a little gilt
That
frame
would
on
really
that
set it off, actually, especially with the dark background.
would really lift it, wouldn't it? Beautiful. Right. Just finishing today with this quick little religious icon, I suppose you would call this. Just picked this up the other day. This is, I think, quite an old piece. It's in a lovely little wooden frame, which I think is correct for the painting. Now, this is on copper, little metal. Often these little religious icons are on metal, actually. I had a chat with my friend down at the shop, Philippe, great guy, and he says he thinks it's around 100, well, turn of the last century. It could be older, but come and take a look, Tracy. It's quite naively painted, isn't it? But often they were, I think, these really old pieces. Yeah, couldn't pass that one by. I thought that was really charming little bit. Does want a good clean. It wants a little clean up. It's a bit,
As in just a light dust off.
Yeah.
Not, I wouldn't put anything on the painting at all.
charming.
But I will clean the frame off.
Yeah. Okay, that is our pieces for this week. Hope you enjoyed our little video. Please feel free to leave a comment. And if you could like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Tracy's got a video coming up in the week, haven't you, dear? Gardening. A bit more showing the garden. We went...
Especially as we've made so many changes now.
Yeah, it's unrecognisable really, isn't it? Tracy's been very, very busy with her gardening. And we've been out, she's also been very busy buying lots and lots of plants. You're on a ban now, Tracy, it's finished. No more. You've got to get them all in. We went to a rose fair, didn't we?
Yeah, where I believe you bought a very expensive rose.
Yeah, we went to this, was it Chateau Montfort or something?
Chateau de Montfort, I think.
We went to this rose fair, we thought it was going to be like loads and loads of sellers of roses, didn't we? Different
Yeah.
sellers, but there was only one rose seller there. That's David Austin Roses, wasn't it?
But to be fair, it is only their second year of having
It's a
something
beautiful
there, so-
setting. It's an old ruined castle chateau. We'll show it on the video in the week. It was beautiful.
They did have some nice rose gardens, or a nice rose garden, didn't they? That really was one of the highlights of
yeah.
it, to be honest.
We went, yeah, this rose garden was stunning, wasn't
Oh, I'll
it?
tell you what was the highlight, was the chocolate cake.
Cake and coffee was
Cake and coffee was lovely.
€1 for a slab of cake, €1 for the coffee.
Yeah.
They don't seem to know how
And
to rip you off.
€25 for the rose.
They don't seem to know
Mr.
how to rip you
Wilson.
off in France, do they?
No, it was very good, superb quality.
Yeah, really good. The rose was expensive, wasn't it?
Well, it's not, because I checked the prices in the UK, they're exactly the same, but
But-
in pounds.
When we went into the rose garden, I didn't intend buying any plants, but I saw this display of this particular rose, which is Olivia
Rose Austin.
Rose Austin, and it was just fabulous, wasn't it? I thought I've got to have one of those, so we went out and quickly purchased one, which is
I'll
sitting
I'll stick a picture in of it.
It's sitting right behind you there. It's got to go in the ground. We've got to get it in. I will put in at the end of the video a little bit of video of where we've been buying in the last couple of weeks, a couple of the Brocants and Vigroniers, just to add a little bit to the end of the video. And what else has been happening this week, Tracy?
Chicken Gate.
Chicken Gate. We've got a broody hen.
Minerva.
Minerva, the new hen, has gone broody. We've had chickens now about 7 years, but we've never had this before,
Longer
have we?
than that, I think.
Yeah.
Longer than 7 years.
No, it was 2017.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Yes, when I started it,
Yeah, okay.
actually.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, she's gone broody and she's gone very weird, hasn't she?
Well, she hasn't gone weird. She's just done what hens do when they go broody. They sit on eggs and
And
refuse to
they
move.
attack me.
She terrified you. Absolutely. He came running in saying, "Oh, something's happened with the hen. She won't let me pick her up.
I've
She's
been mauled.
attacked
I've been
me."
mauled by a chicken.
Yeah.
I tried to get her up, but she was just mauling away at me, pecking away like emu.
Yeah, she's quite feisty, that one.
Savage.
I thought she'd be quite docile, but
So you got some gauntlets out, didn't you, Tracy?
yeah, got a pair of gloves out. Just picked her up.
Trouble is,
'Cause she does mean it as well, doesn't she? Bless her.
it stopped the other chicken.
It stopped the other hen
Molly.
laying as well.
Stopped Molly laying eggs, so
But well, she's getting back to normal.
I'm not sure
Yes,
she is.
she is.
How long does this go
Well,
on
look
for?
at the first day when we put her out. She screamed her head off, didn't she, for about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
When we put her outside, she was really aggressive and very upset. But
I tell you what,
now she's
I
not
don't know how long-
bothering at all. When you put her outside, she's fine.
I don't know how long they go broody for.
However long she feels like, I expect.
I'll have to go and try and get her in a minute. Get the gauntlets on.
Mm.
I'll let you do that.
Yeah, you mean it'll be me putting her
Yeah.
out? Yeah. Bless her.
Yeah.
She's
so,
all right. She's
yeah.
just being a hen.
And we will leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's actually quite nice up there. Birds are tweeting. Tracy's moaning already.
Les 200 juste, il y en a plein par terre. Les jetés, mais c'est pas les jetés professionnels.
She's buying plants again. Monkey. Geranium.
Yeah. Est-ce the same? Le même?
Oui, les mêmes, c'est les mêmes,
Oui.
ça c'est les
Ah
mêmes.
oui. Ah oui, merci. Have you got some
Cactus, how much is it?
€2?
€2.
Do you put any sugar in mine?
Yeah.
Just put it in.